Tinagli from SND.
I can, but maybe not everybody.
Microphone, please.
Thank you. So a lot has been said on the issue, on the topic of green bonds, but most of the previous questions addressed the demand side. But as you rightly pointed out, also in the questionnaire, we do have a problem of supply. And also in the questionnaire, you open to the possibility of a public intervention to create a broader universe for this market. So my question, very straightforward, is would you be in favor of a large public issuance, like a large issuance of green financial instruments by European institutions, such as, for example, the EIB? And do you think that the ECB could support these issuance? Of course, not buying on the primary market, which is not allowed by the treaty, but, for example, accepting them as collaterals, giving priority to these bonds compared to other types of bond. Second issue, cryptocurrencies. You said it's not a threat to the currency system or the financial stability, but I would like a very specific comment on what the governor of the Bank of England, Mark Carney, said or proposed this summer. So he launched the idea of a digital currency promoted by a network of central banks to challenge the hegemony of the dollar and replace it as the international reference. So I would like to hear a comment on your side on what could be the impact and what kind of response the ECB could give. Thank you.
On your first question concerning the green bonds, I believe that the EIB is already a significant issuer of green bonds, and my understanding is that the ECB on the secondary market is also purchasing some of those products, and the threshold to which it can subscribe to those green bonds is not the 33% that applies to other bonds issuance, but it's 50%. So it allows it to actually oversubscribe relative to other subscription of bonds, and I think that it's good. I was also very pleased to see that Ursula von der Leyen has actually actively promoted a Green Deal, whether it's a new Green Deal or Green Deal, but she certainly is of the view that those issues are of critical importance, and I share that concern. On the cryptocurrency and the proposal articulated by Mark Carney, I was also very interested and intrigued by his proposal. And given the constant development that we have, given the, I mean, in a nutshell, for those who did not have time to read the Mark Carney speech, he essentially proposes that some of the key central banks actually form a venture, and that they explore together the formation of a joint central bank currencies. In other words, in a way, applying the principles that are on the mind of the Libra conceptors, having an instrument that is convertible into various sovereign currency. Mark Carney is proposing something that is similar in nature, but issued by the central banks themselves, which, has some really interesting ramifications. So I hope we can explore it, and I cannot prejudge on what the Governing Council of the ECB view will be, but I for myself would certainly like to participate in this exploring of that new concept.
Thank you. Now we have Enrico Auguri from EPP.